Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, where love is the family we belong to, gratitude is the wealth we live by. We are one day away from celebrating Thanksgiving Day in America, in US of A. And, my feeling is, as you know by this channel, that every day is the day of gratitude. So, what are you thankful for today? I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I'm grateful for this channel, this family that we're building here on this channel. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares. I hope this helps. And, I realize that we have 1 month left of this year, and I realize that I really have made dedication to this channel by, providing you with readings every single day. I feel like this is, part of me serving the higher power, God, the creator. And this is something that I'm dedicated to doing. And yeah, I really don't think that I missed. I think I've been dedicated to bringing you a reading every single day of this year, and we got 1 month to go. So it are multiple readings, I should say, but I hope that they help. I hope you're enjoying them, and let me know that you're enjoying them by hitting that like, subscribe, throw in a comment below. I always love comments. And we'll get started with the reading for Wednesday, November 27th. Man, blows me away that we're at the end of November. And I just picked a blessing for everyone for this day. A blessing on your wisdom. And you can see the owls there. And we got the magic of the crow. The owl for wisdom, the crow for magic and communication, and then the wolf for telepathic communication, which is so interesting. So pay attention to messages, but it definitely is, the wolf is representing that telepathic communication with, if you have a counterpart, if you're a twin flame, or telepathic communication. So I have to tell you a quick little story about that. So I was on the phone with a company. I had to call them, and I was making a payment, and I was giving him my card number, and he read it back to me, and he said the first number was 8. And I was, in my mind, I was thinking about eights. And I was looking at how many 8s were on my card number. And what does he say when he reads it back to me? The first number was 4. And he said 80. And I said, oh, no, it's not 80, it's 40. And I said to him, I said, I think you read my mind. Because I was thinking about, I said, I think you read my mind. Stop it. And he laughed. And and he said, oh, I must be psychic. and I could tell by his energy that he had a lot of feminine energy, and I could tell that he was really open. And so he asked me about the significance of the number 8. So I started telling him about the year of the wood dragon and all this stuff. And when we ended the call, he's like, it was so pleasant to talk to you today. And I said, happy holidays. And we both hung up, laughing and kind of just in a good place about it, how it all unfolded. So the magic and the wisdom and the, intuition, the telepathic communication, you never know how it's going to happen. So be open to that. But that's a blessing coming in, a blessing on your wisdom. 9, spiritual growth. Okay, so I'm going to use the Healing Spirits Oracle deck. This is a beautiful deck by Gordon Smith. Let's get some messages for everyone. Holy Spirit, angels and guides, what is the message? Get my little birdie in there. Holy Spirit, angels and guides, what is the message for everyone today for this angel message? What is the message for this Wednesday before Thanksgiving? Ooh, and that one just flipped out of onto the floor. And I see one at the top of the deck that I'm being guided to pull. Okay, that should be it. So at the bottom, heal the past and fix tomorrow. And it's an 8. So funny. Wow, isn't that a beautiful card? Look at the energy. And you know what is so funny? So this is about healing starts within ourselves. Healing, the past within ourselves. And we fix tomorrow for ourselves. But when we heal ourselves, it affects the collective. So it's a number 8, which we're going into the last month of the year of the 8. But 8 is about abundance, coming in, abundant new beginnings, abundance, prosperity. And this card is filled with that gold and that healing energy. So right now, overall, we're really working on healing the past. And as we heal, one of us heals, the rest of us heal. It brings that golden energy to the collective. So really beautiful. And I also think that this is symbolizing all the help that we have around us right now is incredible. The veil is like almost non-existent, So I feel like this is showing how connected we all are. And when one of us heals, it triggers and it helps the whole collective heal. So really beautiful energy. And then we have speak your truth with passion and the throat chakra. And I was just coughing, and before I did this reading, it's like all of a sudden I felt like I was releasing from my throat chakra right before I got on here. Oh, I just saw 7:17 on the clock. We're on the right path. On the right path. Speak your truth with passion. A number 9, which is also spiritual growth. So I feel like right now that throat chakra is opening up. And I also feel like with the passion coming in, you notice how much orange I have here. The orange of the little birdie. And the orange, this is an orange candle. It's a mandarin candle. And then we got the card. So I feel like it's symbolizing the sacral chakra as well. As not just the throat, but the sacral chakra, the root chakra. Opening up, speaking with passion, that energy being utilized in our lives. True love can never really be lost. So it's a 3. It's birth, death, and rebirth. So true love can never really be lost, and that's because we are part of a greater universe, a spiritual universe. We are spirits having a human experience. And even though our human self may deteriorate and wither and die, and we go under, even if we're alive, we go through deaths on a daily basis. Dying to careers, dying to little life changes, maybe drinking a coffee every morning or whatever it is for you. We go through these little deaths and changes, on a daily basis. And so nothing is ever lost in true love, though, because true love is eternal. It's, ongoing. It shows the connecting, how we're all connected in the universe through the spiritual energy. So really beautiful. But birth, death, and rebirth happening. If you're in, if you have someone that you lost, my sincere condolences. But, if you think of the movie Ghost and how even though Patrick Swayze's character dies, he and his spouse are still connected through the spiritual connection. there was no death there, and they can still feel each other. And that is so true of the spiritual realm, that you can still feel, and sometimes you have the ability to see a spirit come through, which is so cool. I had my dog come through a few different times, made an appearance for me, and I just love it because I had to put him to sleep. And yeah, he reminds me that he's around me, playing with me and everything. So yeah, they're around us. It's, and it's as we open more, we can feel more of this connection. It is always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. And this is 11, which is new beginnings and leadership. And, sometimes I have a sign. I have a little card in my wallet. It just reminds me to walk by faith, not by sight. And that is really, really, you have to have a lot of faith in the universe providing for you when you don't know, when you're just walking ahead and you don't know what the outcome is going to be. You have to have a tremendous amount of faith. And positivity to really feel comfortable walking without seeing what's coming next. It's putting all of your surrendering it to God and trusting that the universe, God, has your back. So really, I can feel that throat chakra again. So really, really, faith. I think this card is about having faith, even when you can't see the way, and not being afraid to ask for help from the angels and archangels and Jesus and God. Don't fear change. Embrace it and grow. And I think I said this in another reading, that courage is not the absence of faith. It's the moving through. Courage, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving through the fear. To take action. So courage is not the absence of fear. It's moving through the fear to take action. So don't fear change. You're embracing it and growing. So even though you may have some fear about change, moving through it by taking an action and embracing and growing through it. Because remember what I said, I know I've said this before, the soul loves change. It's our ego self that wants control, that is afraid of change, that is fearful of change. So if you can ground yourself and really stay out of the mind and the thoughts that the ego, cancel, clear, delete the thoughts, fearful thoughts of the ego, and embrace it and grow, stepping into an action, even though there may be fear, that's courage, and grow. And that's 7, which is manifestations, and all that love energy coming in. I'm going to leave it there. I wish you guys so much love, so much joy. Namaste.